Hi, this is Tim. Welcome to Tim Can Cook. So earlier today, on another video, we started our pork neck Southern style. The recipe's right up here. While this is cooking, actually right here in the slow cooker, we're going to make some cornbread. Cornbread is the perfect thing to go with this wonderful pork neck stew. Now, there are a lot of cornbread recipes out there, a lot of packaged instant cornbread you can buy in the store. Frankly, none of it's very good. It's such an easy thing to make. I really prefer making it from scratch. So let's get on with our recipe. 1 cup of all-purpose flour. 1 cup of yellow cornmeal. Now, you can use white, but if you do, you don't get that beautiful yellow color. A teaspoon of salt. A tablespoon of baking powder. A 1/2 cup of sugar. Now, the sugar is something a lot of recipes leave out. I really like a little bit sweeter cornbread. You can take the sugar out, make a savory cornbread. You can use less, you can use honey instead, but I really prefer what sugar does for cornbread. A beaten egg. I beat it just because it's easier to incorporate into the rest of the batter. 1/3 cup of a neutral vegetable oil. Don't use something like olive oil. We don't want that extra taste. And a cup of milk. If you use buttermilk here, which you can, you'll get an extra rich cornbread, which nothing wrong with that. And then we just mix it up. Those of you who've been following the channel will notice I'm not using my stand mixer for this. I could. There's really no reason to. It is such an easy recipe. And just scraping the sides of the bowl to make sure that we get all of our dry ingredients in here. As you can see, it's a very wet batter. And you could use a whisk if you'd like. I don't find any need to. Now you can bake this in a 9x9 pan, either glass pan or metal pan, or the traditional way is to put it into a cast iron skillet. Now my oven is preheated to 400 degrees and my cast iron skillet has been in the oven warming. Now this is important for the classic use of a cast iron skillet. We're going to grease this with bacon grease. Now, I save all my bacon grease and I render it down into very usable fat. This bacon grease has not been rendered down. It is right off the bacon, and it's going to impart a wonderful little kind of edge bacon flavor. And it's going to give us, the warm pan here is going to give us a nice crust on our cornbread. So we simply pour it in the pan. Ka-jing, the phone ka-jings. We simply pour it in the pan. And then, remembering the handle is hot, it goes back in the 400-degree oven, where it will bake for 20 to 25 minutes. When you put a toothpick in, it comes out clean, and that's how you know when your cornbread is finished. So we'll have our cornbread later with our beautiful pork neck stew, and we will actually do a taste in about 30 minutes once it comes out of the oven and gets a chance to cool off. So we'll be back in about 30 minutes. So here it is, our beautiful cornbread right out of the oven in the cast iron skillet. It needs to cool 10 to 15 minutes right here in the skillet before we dig in. So we'll give it a chance to cool off and kind of come together a little bit, and then we'll come back for a taste. So we'll be right back. So our cornbread is done. It looks and smells wonderful. Let's have a little taste, shall we? I really love cornbread. And I don't care if it's northern style or southern style or something in between. For me, cornbread is just a wonderful, wonderful way to celebrate bread. So let's have a taste now, shall we? Not too sweet. Very corny, very corn flavor. It is going to go really great with our southern style pork neck stew. Again, that recipe's right up here. We'll be back in just a little while to enjoy the two together. This has been Tim Can Cook. If you enjoyed this recipe, please subscribe, share it with a friend, give it a like, give it a comment, and we'll be back next time on Tim Can Cook.